Democrats are going to make it clear which party is working to fix our broken border and which party is conspiring to make it worse.
Right, in the same party and administration that let in an estimated 6 million illegals and at least another 2 million gotaways, a population of the size of New York City and 36 of our states combined. Well, now Texas has some progress lately. They're seeing it. They're seeing a miraculous drop in apprehensions, going from averaging 59% of the country's migrant encounters down to 43. Now, you might think because of Governor Abbott's multi-billion-dollar security initiative is responsible for this, using Texas's National Guard and Texas DPS. But Todd Bensman from the Center of Immigration Studies, appearing on this very program last night, has a much different explanation. Biden signing a secret border agreement with Mexico. Watch.
The Biden administration has cut a deal with the Mexican president to do massive crackdowns across from Texas and Arizona to slow the flow in those places for most Central Americans and a lot of South Americans. But they appear to be funneling exotic extracontinentals into California. These are the ones that they don't want to keep, that are too hard to deport back to distant homelands.
Todd Bensman also recently revealing that thousands of Mexican officials are now patrolling the southern border, raiding migrant buses, preventing them from getting to the southern border. You can see the video right there on the screen. It makes you wonder if Mexico's president succeeded in extorting Joe Biden for that $20 billion he demanded to stem the flow. It'll happen probably up until after the election if he wins again. In reality, this is all a ruse, a bait and switch to fool voters. Behind your back, they're still funneling in hundreds of thousands of migrants, operating as if America has no borders at all. Here's Joe Biden telling the world earlier this week, you have every right to come here. Come on in, come to the United States. Break our laws. Take a listen from the commander-in-chief.
I love it when people say, why dreamers? Can you imagine a kid 2 years old saying, Mom, don't take me across Rio Grande, it's against the law. Give me a break. These have been model citizens.
Well, despite stepping up the screening process for migrants, the Biden administration this summer plans to issue ID cards now to roughly 10,000 migrants through a pilot program called Secure Docket Card Program, any way to keep foreign nationals in our country. And after a few years, have them, guess what? Vote Democrat. That's what this is all about, folks. That's what it's all about. According to the Center for Immigration Studies, the Biden administration has also been secretly flying in more than 380,000 migrants since February, with Florida being the top landing zone, 326,000 migrants into Miami alone. Well, it seems that Biden wants Florida back in play after the state has turned red and rejected the dumpster fire that this administration, the Democrat Party, has turned into. Well, Democrat Senator Catherine Cortez Masto from Nevada urged Biden to take an executive action, giving amnesty to some illegal aliens. Watch.
It is important that we continue to align together to urge the Biden administration to take executive actions to help keep our families together. These are hard workers who help grow our economy, as you've heard Senator Padilla say, and President Biden has the power to keep these families together.
I thought Biden couldn't take executive action on securing the border, but he can when giving amnesty. Funny how this all works, right? Look, if Joe Biden wanted to fix the southern border, he would. He doesn't. This is planned. Cortez Masto's lobbying comes about a month after her senior staffers named Kurt Engelhardt. He was killed in a hit-and-run crash allegedly caused by an 18-year-old illegal alien. And just this week, every single Democrat in the House available to vote, they were all there. 202 Democrats voted to continue including foreign nationals and illegals when appropriating congressional districts. The Equal Representation Act simply requires the census to include the citizenship question. If it sounds nefarious, that's because it is. Listen to New York Congresswoman Yvette Clarke give the game away back in January.
No room in the inn. I'm saying, I need more people in my district, but just for redistricting purposes. And those members could clearly fit here.
This is who Democrats really are. Don't let them Don't let the next few months fool you. They've proudly dismantled any semblance of border security for 3.5 years. We all know it, while ignoring the violent crime, drugs, and financial strain at our expense. That comes from open borders, all in their quest to dominate politically for decades to come.